we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, well, you want to come join me? So, my friends, I was wondering if we can play this like a musical instrument. You know, it's like. Who's that? Welcome, guys, to another edition of Live and Alive with the Texas Torch. And we have some interesting things come up this week. One, yesterday, we went to trial for our client, very old case, and the insurance carrier just didn't want to negotiate. They sent their attorneys from Dallas, and coming all the way from Dallas, I guess they seemed prepared, but they weren't. You know, a lot of times people just aren't prepared for what's about to happen with our team here at the Hadilaw firm. And we showed up, and it was a good experience. And I tried settling. Guys, I always try settling cases from day one. When I first started practicing PI law, I tried to settle cases. And all I ever heard, and I'm sure you've heard this before, was, Hadi, go do what you got to do. Hadi, we just can't see eye to eye here. You go do what you got to do. Mr. Hadi, we just don't believe you're going to win at trial. You do what you got to do. And I was like, man, everyone says, Hadi, go do what you got to do. You know what I hear now? Hadi, stop. Stop doing what you've been doing for 13 years, Hadi. Hadi, come and negotiate for pennies on the dollar. Don't be who you are. Don't be who we created, right? Hadi, we don't want to hear about all your other cases. That's what kills me the most. So back when I first started, Harris County was very conservative, right? Very conservative. Right-wing, tort reformers, didn't care about these types of cases. You go to trial and get poured out. And all I ever heard from these insurance companies and their lawyers were, we're going to trial. We're beating plaintiff lawyers. We just beat another one last week. We're not going to pay you because we're going to go to trial and beat you. And now they have the audacity, the disrespect now to come and say, Hadi, we don't want to hear about all your other cases. We just want to focus on this case. And I was like, isn't that what I said in the beginning? Didn't I say, guys, you should evaluate this particular case on this case's merits, and you shouldn't consider if we're in Houston, Harris County, if we're in Montgomery County, or if we're in Brownsville, Hidalgo, Cameron County. You shouldn't. You should evaluate the case on the merits, but they can't do it. Insurance companies have like a statistical analysis where they put in all these numbers that they deem fit, and they got a computer or machine that says, well, this is what you have to pay. And then they put in like part of like the analytics, right? A plus B equals C, or X squared plus Y squared minus Z equals W, is the plaintiff lawyer. And then they put in Hadi, and the computer just 404, blue screen of death, crashes, right? Because he just doesn't know how to compute the Hadi law firm. It's like, well, what do we do? Well, what do you mean, what do we do? Well, you know, what do you do? What are you going to do? You're going to go to trial and get beat. Win or lose, we leave a trail of blood. Remember that? Win or lose, we leave a trail of blood. Set up shop at 26. Never thought these people were full of tricks. I gave them offers and offers and offers in the end, begging them and even saying, please. It's amazing. They say, go do what you got to do. Now we got them on their knees. There's a reason why those lyrics are to that song, because it's what I had to go through fighting for my clients. So, Hadi, go do what you got to do. We don't want to talk about everything else. We just want to focus on this one. But I don't hear Hadi, go do what you got to do anymore, because when the flame comes on, they try to blow it out. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. So we showed up to trial yesterday. The jurors came out, and I got up to start my voir dire. May it please the court. I just started doing what I do. I introduced myself. I introduced my family, because the jurors have to sit there and do a questionnaire. I put up the questionnaire with my name on it and my info on it, and you know, where I was born. I talk about born and raised in Houston and what I do for my clients, and just went through my questions. And I guess I was able to question the jury panel in a way that once we were completed, the judge said, Mr. Hadi, you've busted the panel. I was like, do you even want me to do my 6 strikes? She's like, you don't need to do your 6 strikes. You've already busted the panel. And what that means is, and it's a term of art, busting a panel means you've questioned the jurors in a way to where once all your strikes for cause, for individuals who may have a bias or may not be able to follow the law as governed by the court and the judge, you don't have enough people to sit on the bench. You don't have 12 jurors to now come and hear your client's case. So I kept trying to negotiate with this lawyer from Dallas. He just wouldn't do it, which is okay. It's the only case I have with that insurance company, maybe two. It's called UAIG. And they're out of Florida, horrible insurance company. And for 12 years, they would never negotiate, ever, until my associates last year took them to trial in Montgomery County. And even that trial, I begged their lawyer. I said, settle this case for $30,000. My meds are $29,000. Settle. He wouldn't do it. He laughed at me. He wouldn't do it. We got a verdict for $284,000. It disrupted the insurance company. They pretty much had to shut down and wind down their Houston office. And almost every case here went to the Dallas firm that they're working with right now. And it's just unbelievable. 12 years I tried to negotiate with them until last year, until that verdict came out for over 8 times our client's damage in a very difficult Montgomery County. So I guess the trial yesterday was them getting back at me. They didn't like it, so they were like, we're going to get you on this one, Mr. Hadi. And we got him again. Now they have to drive all the way back to Dallas and wait for another court date. Can you imagine how much money they spent driving down here preparing for trial? All in all, I've been trying to negotiate this case to close it out. But it's okay. Think about it this way. If the insurance companies, if they never gave me a hard time, if they never said, Hadi, go do what you got to do, then I wouldn't have the experience that I have right now. And it's the same thing, Ariana, same thing I tell you, right?
Yeah.
I tell you, don't worry and go try these cases, right?
Right.
Me and my sister Ariana tried our first ever in June, and it was June 16th to the 29th. We tried a trial together, and we did our opening together and our closing together. And I'm very grateful, Ariana, for you doing that with me, because we may never get that chance again. Trying cases is an art. And unless you keep drawing this picture, and you might not like the first picture, you might not like the second picture, you might draw a Mona Lisa, right? Hold the title to the only Stowers trial in the history of Texas out of Montgomery County, and then right after that, come and draw a picture that you just don't like. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. It's the experience that you get. And that experience goes to your clients, my friends, right? So yesterday was a beautiful day. We busted a panel, came back to work, grinding. Today we start arbitration against Geico in California at 12 o'clock. We have a team on that trial. And this morning I had a deposition of adjusters, an expert. And I know I talk. Guys, I can. Do you see a script? Someone fix the teleprompter. Since there are no I don't have any scripts, guys. I talk about what I do every day. I talk about what I feel. I talk about the experiences that I see almost every single day. So last night at 10 p.m., this law firm in Houston is called the Fuentes Law Firm. A little shady. Just a little shady. The Fuentes Law Firm decided it was okay for them to dump 1,700 pages of documents on us for their expert's deposition that was today at 10 o'clock. Can you believe 17? Which judge will appreciate that? All to do what? To get us to come and cancel the depo. Well, we need more time. We got to reset it. It's to do what? Begging us. They're begging every day, begging us to go to mediation on that case, a major case. Why the gamesmanship? Because they don't know any other way. They don't have trial experience. You know, my friends, the hardest thing I deal with right now when I talk to defense lawyers, we're ready for trial. We are ready for trial. I have never tried a case in my life. I am ready for trial. Like a pit bull, I am. They have to come and tell me every single case, we're ready for trial. They can't say they're not. Lawyers fresh out of law school call me, I'm ready for trial, Mr. Hadi. I hope you are, because you went to law school to come and fight for your clients, not to sit here and play games and dump 1,700 pages to delay the litigation process. I hope you are ready for trial. And if you want to come and learn against me, I'm a nobody. I don't know what I'm doing. Popping panels on a Monday. I have no idea what I'm doing. But you're more than welcome. You want to come and learn from me in court? It's going to cost you, and I hope you do learn. Take that experience all the way. So we end up having to cancel the expert's deposition today with the Fuentes Law Firm, and the first thing that comes out of his email this morning, Mediation is months away. You dump 2,000 pages of records, and the first thing you talk about is mediation is 2 months, is several months. Mediation is not even calendared. And now you're going to have to go beg a judge. Beg. You're going to have to beg and compel a federal judge to force me to go to mediation. And I'll reply, Judge, mediation doesn't really work all the time. And it doesn't work on a case where they're withholding 2,000 pages until the night before in an expert's depot. But that's on them. Let them do what they feel is best for them and their clients. And it's an 18-wheeler case. I've never tried an 18-wheeler case. And if this is going to be my first one in federal, then please, by all means, I'm ready for my first federal or state 18-wheeler case. There's a reason why no one's ever let me, all the trials, no one's let me touch an 18-wheeler case. I don't know what that reason is. I want to find out. I want to find out. I want to find out. It's like this? Yeah. I used to play the bass in middle school. Why defense lawyers won't let me try an 18-wheeler case. So, happy Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen out there. We appreciate your comments. We appreciate your hearts. We appreciate your likes. If there's a topic, if there's something just bugging you, no matter what it is, let me know. I would love to. I would love to come and talk about it. And if there isn't, think of something. Let us know. We'll come and chit-chat. So, the takeaway from here, go try the case. You never know when you'll bust a panel. And don't give in to gamesmanships of defense lawyers. This lawyer, David Helmy with the Fuentes Law Firm, he must be proud. He went to law school so he can surprise plaintiff lawyers while he's begging them to mediate and settle cases and trying to drag it as far away from trial as possible. That's why he went to law school. All right, my friends. I will let y'all go. Anything else, shoot us an email, shoot us a DM. Always here to regulate and stir up drama in the industry. Fear the beard!